Yo, this is Nerds of Wrestling, Clip Freedom Ring, coming down the aisle and back to cast. This is your host KPG, and we're doing Nerds Unhinged with me as the host, with Mike D from coming down the aisle, from Let Freedom Ring, Dan the Man, with Eli Myers from Minnesota, and Dustin Del Rio from the great state down under Connecticut, who had
And I love
AEW.
and I love Eli rocking the Boston gear.
So today we're going to be discussing some topics, and we're going to get opinions from both Mike D and Dan the Man. So the first topic is, of course, Buddy Murphy, and importantly, Shane Strickland signing with AEW. Coin flip, sir. Call it.
Heads.
It is heads.
Would you like to defer, or would you like to?
No, I'll take it.
Okay, so we're gonna let Dan the Man talk for a minute and a half. I got my timer right here. So let me get it set up. Let me get my timer. A minute and a half to talk about his opinion about Shane Strickland and Buddy Murphy signing with AEW. You're gonna start in. Hold on.
Just say
Yeah,
going now,
You're
Dylan.
gonna
I don't
start
even
in
know if I need
five,
it. I don't.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, my honest opinion, Shane Strickland, I'm not too familiar with. Feels like another signing of Tony Khan. As far as Buddy Murphy's concerned, or Buddy Matthews, is we have a Facebook user reaching out. You got to give permission for that. Yeah, I don't care. I feel like it's another signing they don't need to do. And as I feel like Tony Khan, that's what he does. He signs everybody, but at the end of the day, it's like you have 3 hours of television, and all right, I, it doesn't move the dial for me. I'll say that. And I don't need a minute and a half to explain that.
Okay, so didn't need a minute
I
and a
know
half.
that,
So
I know that makes
now
Justin
we
cry.
have Mr. Mike D. Stefano. That's that right?
Yes, you did. You see, he said it right on the first attempt, Dan.
Di Stefano.
About the signings of Buddy Matthews and Mr. Shane, aka Swerve the Realist Strickland. Minute and a half, go.
I agree with Dan on Shane Strickland. I mean, it ain't going to make no difference. It ain't going to be nobody to move it. It ain't going to bring in a bigger audience. He was part of a group in NXT that Vince screwed up when he got up to the main roster. That's it. Now, Buddy Matthews, different story. Best kept secret in wrestling. He is going to be a well put together third man for the House of Black. It will lead to a trios match between them and Death Triangle soon, which is a 5-star match right there on paper. And Buddy Matthews can also work with his singles and work his way into maybe a TNT title match. He's that good.
If you like Circus Soleil.
Let me Cirque du Soleil.
Okay, bring Dylan up. No, we ain't gonna start this. Bring Dylan up. Dylan, please. Be the peacemaker.
Yep.
Dylan,
Allow
you
me to
better-
introduce myself, the peacemaker for this show. There'll be no over talking here. Everybody gets their time to talk. Kendall dictates this. He's a major dictator who talks when.
Yeah.
I'm his
Dan,
number
you
one.
had the
I
chance to
feel like
talk.
Dylan. I feel like Dylan should stay in. Just saying.
I can stay. I'll
Yeah.
just start yelling at y'all.
Okay, so the next topic is going to be about The Undertaker being the first inductee into the Hall of Fame. Since Dan went first, Mike D will go first. This one, minute and a half, talking about The Undertaker being being the first inductee to the Hall of Fame. Minute and a half, first in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go Cowboys.
Long overdue, 30 plus year career history, biggest streak in WrestleMania history. Shouldn't have been taken by Brock. Should have kept going, let Roman take it. Not just one of the best gimmicks, and he used it totally different ways. You're talking about the Dead Man, you're talking about the Lord of Darkness, you're talking about the American Badass, married to a very hot woman, and Michelle McCool. Um, Jesus, I can't think of anything else to say about him.
Okay, so
He defied everything that the character was, and it's long overdue. And I'm waiting this. I'm waiting for this induction. I wanna see it. I'm
okay,
good.
Dan the Man.
Yeah, I have no idea why the hell we're getting echoes right now, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. But there is nobody on God's green earth that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame more than the Undertaker. Uh, as we can see right here, we got. I mean, I have multiple Undertaker figures here, but there is nobody. He's done it all, and he did it for a long time. We're not talking about this. His career could have been 10 years. 10 years and been done. He wrestled well into his 50s. He's proven to everybody that he actually has a debate to be the GOAT of professional wrestling. I'm not saying that he is, but there's an actual debate there for the Undertaker to be the greatest of all time. Um, and not just that. I mean, you talk about Chris Jericho uh, changing himself and coming up with different things. The Undertaker was doing that before anybody. I know he's always been the dead man, but can you tell me that there's another guy that has changed himself so many goddamn times to stay relevant and been at the top of the chain as much as the Undertaker? So there's never going to be another one like him. I think Mark Calloway, again, has a debate for being the GOAT. He's that damn good. And yeah,
Already in.
2-1.
I feel like the echo is coming from Kendall.
It is. As soon as he went mute, I just put that there. As soon as he goes mute,
ah, we
echo
figured it out.
stops. So it's his
All right.
audio.
I'm just gonna bring the topic and mute my mic. How about that?
Yeah. No, good so far.
Mm.
But let's do that mute thing again. What we can say though, and I think me and Mike probably we might not agree on Buddy Murphy. I think we both agree that the
We
Undertaker,
totally agree.
the Undertaker's maybe the GOAT.
He is. I mean, like you said, he evolved the character for 30 years and didn't change the gimmick, just tweaked it a little bit to make it different.
And I will say he's one of the only wrestlers to ever make me cry. Because when I was in second grade, when he beat Hulk Hogan, I bawled my eyes out.
I jumped up and started screaming and saying, "Thank God Hogan got pinned."
I feel like Eli was probably crying with me. He was a little bit younger than I am, but I feel like
How old is Eli?
I'll be
he's
33 in
32.
June.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Undertaker 100% deserves it. What's the next topic, Kendall?
Oh, actually, can I time in
Oh.
for a moment?
Yeah.
Should
Go ahead.
Undertaker be the only one going in? Kind of like how Andre did it and just have multiple inductors?
Mm.
Because you can't just have just one person induct Taker.
Right.
There's so many feuds like Austin, Foley, Kane,
Shawn Michaels. Triple
Shawn,
H.
Heyman. Heyman was a manager back in WCW.
Triple H.
Triple H. Vince.
Vince is gonna induct him for sure.
I think
So-
Vince is the best option to induct him. Will Vince do that? I don't know because he doesn't really have who should be in the Hall of Fame more than Vince McMahon?
Mm.
Probably nobody, except the Undertaker. So yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming they're gonna go easy with Kane.
Next topic is gonna be about Cesaro not re-signing and possibly him going to AEW. Who started? Is it the
I
Dan?
think it's mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Minute and a half talk about Cesaro not re-signing. Go.
So, in my honest opinion, I know that I've been very critical of AEW and their signings. Everybody knows that I feel like they sign too many people. I don't know what else Cesaro could do besides going there. You have this control your narrative wrestling company that's starting. I don't have a strong opinion on it. I think Josh Mears, shout out to Josh, he sent me the video on some of the stuff they've been doing. I wasn't that into it, to be quite frank. I think EC3 and Braun Strowman here are they're pulling straws here. Like I don't think that's going to be anything. Cesaro is better than TNA. No diss to TNA. I think that's great. I think Cesaro would actually be a good signing for AEW. But again, we're talking 3 hours of television, so I don't know really what he could do there. I think that's the only move that he has is AEW. Other than that, the guy's a TV star. I don't think he has any other options. It's either AEW or he retires from wrestling or he does the indie thing and doesn't make all that much money. So I don't know.
Any
What do you think?
any W, Dylan?
Imagine.
I can see it.
Yeah.
So
I want to say one thing. Ring of Honor. Him and Chris Hero. Kings of Wrestling. Back together. But man, Mike D. Let's go.
He just took my freaking idea. Yes, you put your ROH opens up in April. You call Chris Hero and you form the Kings of Wrestling again. What is the problem with this? Or you could actually bring the Kings of Wrestling to AEW with that tag team division. Can you think of them? I mean, can you really like the Bucks versus the Kings of Wrestling? The Lucha Brothers versus the FTR versus the Kings of Wrestling. So AEW would be great. I mean, I would like to see Chris Hero get signed on with this idea, but and you got I mean, Cesaro's gonna be what now? Near 40? In his 40s or
I think he was born 1980. Yeah.
so he's 40 right now. I mean, how many more years does he really got? But I mean, when you look at it though, Vince did not know how to use him. Even Austin said it on his podcast on the WWE Network when he had Vince on that time, and he brought up Cesaro, and he said, "I don't see him as a main event player. How could he not?" The guy literally picked up the Big Show and threw him over the top rope, all his strength. The guy is a freak of nature. The swing, I mean, totally misused. You put him in different tag teams. Granted, well, him and Sheamus made a really good tag team. Him and Nakamura was just, I don't know what they were thinking with that move. But the bar was good. But when he was alone, we are the bar.
Could he main event WrestleMania? Let me ask you that straight up. Could he be a guy that is putting asses in seats for WrestleMania?
He could have. When the Cesaro section was hot. Yeah, he could have main evented WrestleMania during that time. Everybody had a Cesaro section sign in the audience.
I don't think he could have. And maybe that's the way they booked him, but I don't see him. I honestly, like I said, I think for him, AEW is a great place for him, but I don't see Cesaro being that guy. I don't think he carries.
Can I cut in?
Yeah, of course.
Can I cut in real quick? Okay, so we all know who was rumored to win the Royal Rumble this year, which was Matt Riddle, right? Correct? Do you see Matt Riddle main eventing WrestleMania?
Bro,
I don't. I personally don't. I'm sorry. I personally don't. Cesaro has been a main event player for years in WWE, and Vince McMahon did not do anything with Cesaro. Cesaro not re-signing with WWE was such a smart choice for him. They're not going to do anything with him. Him going somewhere else, if it's AEW, then it's AEW. I know everyone is mad that AEW is getting all these other WWE guys, but it's wrestling. It's going to happen. At some point, AEW is going to get a second show, I feel.
Or third show.
Or third show, excuse me. A third show. Or make Rampage 2 hours. But
AEW's going to fold in 5 years.
Shut up.
but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cesaro was
TNA.
I feel like Cesaro is definitely a guy who should have gotten a push in a world title match at WrestleMania. I mean, and
I
it
don't
never happened.
disagree with you, Justin. I don't like. I'm a big Matt Riddle, and I like Cesaro too. And I'm a Riddle. I love Matt Riddle, but who's not pushing these guys to be the main event? Wrestling is a predetermined thing.
I know who
You
it
don't make
is.
us if you don't make us believe that they are that good, then we're not going to believe it.
But Cesaro was that good. He's been that good since 2013, 2012, 2014. Sorry, but like, what the hell? Like I said, him not re-signing was a very smart choice for him to do. He knows what he's worth. He has potential, and he knows if he goes somewhere else, they'll give him a push. Like Keith Lee going to AEW, I feel like they're gonna push him to the moon in
He's
AEW.
gonna be on AEW Dark pretty much.
Here's the thing. Stop it. Here's the thing.
You don't talk bad about Kendall. He's the host.
I'll talk that all
Yeah,
about
we
him.
gotta respect the host
Peace.
here.
Peace.
Yeah, you know what? Let me. I know this is Nerds of Wrestling over here, but let me bite my tongue real quick because when I come back, bro, just wait till I start hosting shows again.
Here's the thing. Riddle, well, Matt Riddle, because nobody's allowed to have first names in WWE anymore.
No.
But Matt Riddle is going the path of Cesaro right now. Vince doesn't know how to book him. Vince doesn't know how to push him. So what does he do? Same thing with Cesaro. I'll put him in with a big name guy that was good in the day, and I'll team him up in the tag team with him. Enter Randy Orton. The same thing happened with Cesaro and Sheamus.
But Cesaro wasn't on Randy Orton's level.
Never.
Never.
But still, says Sheamus had credibility though. He was a world champion. He's been there a while. They didn't know what to do with him, like they didn't know what to do with Orton. So you throw him with Riddle just like the same way you did with Cesaro. Vince is basically carbon copying Cesaro with Riddle.
Excuse me. I think I meant to say Sheamus was never on Orton's level. That's what I meant to say. If I said that, then that's what I meant to say. If I said the other thing, I didn't mean that.
Peace
But
Breaker
like,
is in. Y'all are going too long with this topic. We're on the time schedule. So Peace Breaker, please do what you gotta do because we're on time schedule, sir.
All right. We made our point. Cesaro not drawing as much money as people would think, but should he have been a world champion? Absolutely. Kendall, go ahead with the next topic.
I'm gonna bring up a discussion that we had the other hour. I mean, a couple hours ago, not the other hour. That's stupid. That doesn't go together. So Mustafa Ali's under contract, and they're not letting him go. Everybody's like, "Oh, WWE, what the freak?" But Brian Cage just got his contract extended for another year. And everybody's like, "Well, this is business," even though he's not on TV doing anything. Mike, I'm gonna let you go first. The double standards between WWE and AEW. Man and a half. Go.
Double standards in WWE and AEW? What are you talking about?
Because people are saying if you're not gonna use Mustafa Ali, let him go. It's the same thing with Brian Cage. If you're not going to use him, let him go.
Well,
But they're not. They're extending his contract for another year. So that's the double standard I'm talking about. Oh, AEW is this perfect company that can't do wrong, but they need to let this guy go and release. Explain the double standard.
All right, maybe Tony Khan came up with an idea on how to package him the right way. Because he didn't know what he was doing with him to begin with. He came in, he wins a ladder. What was it? A battle royal or ladder match? It was a ladder match. Right? He wins a ladder match. You put him in the ring with Moxley for a title. Moxley wasn't dropping the belt because it was going to Kenny. So there's no way he was going to win the world championship. And then you have him sitting around there. You start a little feud with him with Hangman. But I think the worst part was him getting hooked up with Taz. I honestly think anybody who goes on Team Taz, unless your name is Hook,
I was about to say.
you don't go nowhere. Hobb joins Team Taz, nothing. Starks, All right, we'll see. I mean, he was injured for a while, but we'll see what happens. But Cage also was on there, and nothing is being done. So you know what? Keep him away from Team Taz, bring him back, make him the monster heel again, and then take it from there and see where it goes. If Tony Khan had re-signed him, there's got to be a reason why he re-signed him. And there's no double standard. Vince signs people to extensions because he didn't want them going to AEW, and then he fucking pardon my language.
Family show.
Sorry. He basically took. I lost my train of thought after I dropped the F-bomb. He took the extensions to avoid going to AEW, and then he had to eat the money and give it him anyway. So if Tony Khan is doing it, of course, WWE marks over here like, Brian Cage will get repackaged and we'll figure it all out. I'm done.
All right. Well,
Dan the man, a minute and a half. Go.
I'll respond, and hopefully Justin, Eli, and Dylan are not on their phones when I'm talking. But what I would say is that Brian Cage. I appreciate that. Oh yeah. I don't think Brian Cage is all that great. Just gonna say that he doesn't entertain me. He doesn't really. Again, he doesn't turn the dial. I could care less if AEW let him go. And maybe that's not just Brian Cage. Maybe that's just how things are going. But Brian Cage does nothing for me. Re-signing him doesn't do anything for me. I hope the catering's just as good there as in WWE. It's probably not. I think Tony Khan doesn't have Vince McMahon money. Well, the Khans probably have more as a whole, but again, Khan is a child of money. Doesn't have his own money, but neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't like the signing. Let Brian Cage go do something else. But if Cage wants to stay there, go for it. I know he's still allowed to work other places, but to be honest, I don't care if he's in Team Taz or by himself. Brian Cage, to me, I'm not buying a ticket to see him. Just gonna be honest there.
Although I think though, considering the Khans own a professional football team, the catering might be a little bit better than WWE's, considering the feeding football players.
And Brian overrated Cage there.
Okay,
Yeah.
just the real. You have a minute and a half.
Listen, President
Oh,
Nerds
time
Wrestling.
schedule.
I just need to say that I wasn't aware that Brian Cage wanted to leave because I'm Nerds of Wrestling. I try to keep up with as much as wrestling as I
I don't
can,
think he
but
does want to leave.
It's a lot. I mean, I wasn't even aware that Tony Khan signed him for a year extension. I know I haven't seen or heard of Brian Cage in a while, but my thing is that I'm not saying it's cool that AEW is doing it. I hate that WWE does it. Hell, I hate that Tony Khan is doing it. If you're not using these wrestlers, let them go somewhere else. Yeah, if Brian Cage goes to WWE, he may not do shit there, but if you're not using these wrestlers like Ali and WWE, let him go. If you're not using, Brian Cage in AEW, let him go. Like, why do you care so much? Like, you're not using them, so why do you care where they go or succeed somewhere else? That's it. That's my TED talk.
I don't think WWE is signing Brian Cage. He's
Hell no.
probably lucky that he gets the AEW contract, and I'm not dissing Brian Cage. He just does nothing for me.
I don't think he does it for anybody, to be honest. Like, I haven't, like, when he first came in, it was cool to see him wrestle and do his thing, but, like, I mean, what else has he done?
And it wasn't Brian Cage that asked to leave. It was Melissa Santos, his wife, saying that she wanted him released from his contract.
Yeah, she was the one talking.
She's the one that said it, not him.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Okay, so next topic, I was going to break it to two, but this is going to be one. The two topics are going to become out because the rest is the same thing. One, main roster talent going on NXT to work with the other talent. Two, NXT level up, replacing 205 Live to have NXT have a second show. So, Dan, you go first.
First on this. So, all right, let me just piece this together. How I feel about older talent coming to NXT. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So the first piece I'll ask you on the next one. I dig it. I really do like 2.0. I think I really like where NXT has been going. I know Dylan and Justin do not. Maybe Eli doesn't either.
Except for Carmelo Hayes. That's my boy.
Mhm.
Anyway.
I'm
Second
always
that.
going to support Carmelo Hayes. There's no doubt about that in my mind. But I also like Braun Breaker. He's my guy too. So what I can say is, I think with Raw being on the same network as NXT, I love the collaboration. I actually do, and I think it's really good for NXT to bring some other guys down. And I say down because I do see it as a um, developmental. That's how I look at NXT, and that's where I think NXT should be. And obviously, we've seen that you had Triple H's opinion versus Vince's opinion, and it didn't translate together on the main roster. So, yeah, I'm all for it. What was the second part of that question, Kendall?
NXT getting a second show replacing 205 Live.
Yeah, I never thought 205 Live was a great idea, to be honest. Never thought it was. Does NXT need another show? Probably not. Am I against it? I'm also not against it. I don't know if it needs it. But I will say 205 Live just was, I don't think it was ever a great idea. I love the Cruiserweight Classic. I thought that was amazing. As far as 205 Live goes, not the biggest fan of it.
Like the
All right. So all right. And everybody knows I'm not a big fan of NXT 2.0. It's a Nickelodeon set, and now,
Oh, I love this set.
but in a way though, Dan is right. It is developmental, but bringing in people like Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles in there, it helps the town out because now you got veterans wrestling the younger guys, and they're teaching them
Yep.
how to learn to work the ring. Well, one, a WWE ring to begin with, because it's bigger than all the other rings out in the indies. But you're also teaching them. Dolph and AJ are good on the microphone. You teach them how to do promos. You get them set up and learn. I like the fact of that. But you also got Ciampa there still. Tommaso ain't going nowhere. And Tommaso's going to be. And the way Tommaso is on that mic, if you guys watched on YouTube, there was an extra in there. Tommaso sounded like Triple H talking. And he said, "This is our NXT." Tommaso's going to be now what Triple H was, the father figure to these kids, and teach them also. And that's a good thing. Now, Level Up, I can give two shits about NXT Level Up. This is their version of AEW Dark. That's all it is. They're giving the talent. They're giving underused talent, somebody like Parker Boudreaux, time to get some in-ring skills while there's other feuds going on the live show. And that's all it is. And that's what Dark is. The same exact thing. It's a coming up, learning the system, hands-on.
I can tell Justin Del Rio's got something to say because I can see like he's
Like
frustrated.
he's throwing his hands up in the air as soon as I
I-
mentioned Dolph Ziggler with AJ Styles.
before you say something, our deal is still on. Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes. Who's better than the year? I'm going Braun Breaker. Steiner recliner, baby.
Anyway, so really quick before you guys start saying
I'll
something,
go with both.
why do you need to have Dolph Ziggler work with Tommaso Ciampa? Tommaso Ciampa doesn't need help. Tommaso Ciampa is already a great wrestler. He knows what to do. That man should have been signed to the main roster.
He's not working with Ciampa. He's working with Braun Breaker. They're having them go down there so they can prove or help them, like he said, help them work with the bigger talent. They're not going down there just to BS and
he's there for Breaker. He's there for Breaker, not for Ciampa. But they had to have that match.
Right. You honestly, I haven't watched in a while, so I'm sorry. My bad. I don't know. There's so much fucking wrestling. I don't care. There's so
Justin's
much
been watching.
wrestling.
He's just focused on Ozark, I think.
I'm just focused
Good
on
show.
trying to finish getting my associate's degree in May, man. Trying to get done with school and then go to Southern New Hampshire, Dan. That's where I'm going. I already applied.
We'll take you in. My brother just joined, so
Yeah, I already applied. I forgot who my advisor is, but
Eli just typed
we'll
in the
talk
back
off.
chat. Next
We'll
week
talk
on
off
Raw,
soon.
it's going to be Campa and whoever you Breaker. I guess that's what you said. Campa and Breaker versus the Dirty Dogs. It should be called Rudolph. I've been saying it the whole time. It should be called Rudolph. It makes sense. Combine the two names, Rudolph. It should be called Rudolph.
I gotta start watching more. I really gotta start watching more, man. Oh god.
Well, you're off social media too, so you really like that's
Yeah.
the way to keep track of wrestling is like. But Kendall, what's the next topic we're going up? I think it's gonna be on Mike this time.
We're going to talk about NWA Crockett Cup. Do y'all know the teams, or y'all want me to say it to you?
NWA
I have
or
no
what?
idea.
Crockett Cup, Crockett Tag Team Cup.
Actually, I watched the seedings on YouTube.
Okay, so you know the teams. Dan, do you know the teams?
Most of them I know.
No, I don't. I don't. Yeah, NWA. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to, but
Okay, so I'm gonna read off the tag teams, and y'all gonna give me y'all predictions. I'm above tag teams right now. So we have. Holy shit! My bad. Oh Lord, it's not giving me the teams. Eli, if you pull it up, let me know.
I'm ready on that.
Eli's ahead of the
What is it?
game.
Lavi Bellion's the 1 seed. The Briscoes are 2. Who's 3?
Okay, we have La Rebellion,
Yeah.
Play In, Hawks Airy,
Yep.
The End,
Yeah, that's the
Strictly
part of the
Business,
tag team.
Gold Rush, The End, Begotten, Williams and the Mystery Tag Team Partner, the Briscoes, the Fixers, Ricardonas, Pope and Mims, Steven and Kratos.
Hope, D'Angelo De Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then I want them to win. Loved him.
Dirty Sexy Boys, TB9, and
Dirty Sexy Boys are JTG and Fandango.
I kind of like that team.
and the Rocket Express.
Wait, the Rock and Roll Express made it?
Yeah, they're a replacement team in case somebody gets
Oh,
hurt.
my
Dude, they're still wrestling. That's crazy. I saw them a few times.
This is their last year wrestling as a tag team.
They should be done in all.
Yeah.
There's also a Fatal 4-Way play-in for the 16 seed.
I'll let Mike go first on this. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Dan's not even listening to what I'm going to say. But, I mean, it's going to come down to Lavi Bellion and the Briscoes are going to be 1 and 2. But I'm more intrigued to see Matt Cardona taking on Nick Aldis for the title. That's the match I want to see. I mean, the Crockett Cup. Look, I know what Billy Corgan's doing. He's trying to keep the nostalgia part of the NWA there by doing this. But I mean, I don't know, the Rock and Roll Express. I mean, 60-something-year-old men wrestling still. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't get me. I'd rather watch Aldis versus Cardona and enjoy it.
I know Cardona's hot stuff right now, but I don't think he should win the NWA title. That's just my
He already
opinion.
did.
I know he's the
He
hottest
beat
thing
Trevor
right now.
Murdoch.
Yeah, they should have kept him on Trevor Murdoch because the NWA World Title is the oldest. I think the oldest world title in wrestling history. It has prestige, and what gimmick that Cardona's have right now I'm not saying it's world championship material. I'm just saying it's not NWA world heavyweight championship material because, like I said, it has so much prestige and honor behind it. It's like you have this dude who's a major heel getting. I just feel like they did it for attention. To be honest, like they just did it. Oh, he's the highest right now.
Whoa.
I just think
We gotta
Whoa!
guess.
I
Wait
just
a
think they should have
minute.
kept it.
On
Put him backstage. Nope, put him backstage. He was doing
JB has come on
Hey.
stage here.
What up?
Put him backstage real quick. Got to my point. Please, Dan.
All right. We'll bring him back.
Like I said, I just think the NWA World Title has so much prestige, and Cardona. I like what he's doing GCW stuff, but it's just the title has a long history, and that Cardona's part of that list. I like to make that like Ryder, but it just makes no sense.
because look, the reason why it's on Cardona is to get it back onto Aldis, and they're not going to do Aldis versus Murdoch again because now Aldis is so over now as a babyface. You get the guy who represents the NWA like he did for the last 4 or 5 years already, and then you put him in the ring with the guy that everybody hates. It makes total sense. What did you put, Eli?
Now you can
Cody-
bring Johnny Burke back up if he's still backstage.
Cody returns to NWA for
JB,
Kobe versus Otis.
John
Hey.
Burke here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The
Hey.
unsolvable JB.
Oh yeah.
He
Do
got
you
a
have
haircut.
anything- Okay, hold on.
No, I ain't
Do you
got a
have
haircut.
anything-
No, I didn't.
Okay. You got a haircut. You look mid, but okay. Do you have anything to add to the conversation, sir?
No, not right now.
Backstage.
Did just pull up. tough to hop in.
We'll bring him back. We'll
People
bring him
on the
back in a
panel
second.
have something to bring conversation. Josh,
All right,
Kendrick. Okay, so Dan, you're next.
All right. As far as NWA goes, I don't have a strong opinion on it. I'm pulling for the Briscoes. If D'Angelo Dinero was Elijah Burke was in it, I'm gonna pull for him. But honestly, good for Billy Corgan for having a company. Can't say that. Shane Douglas threw down that title for a reason. Not sure what else to say on that. So I don't know. What's the next? What do we got next here?
Next thing we're gonna talk about is Moose reportedly is gonna. Nope, I'm not gonna spoil that. Nope. Lord. Goldberg came out recently and said that he was the Mike Tyson of professional wrestling.
Who?
Goldberg said that?
Yeah, I got Justin.
Wait. Who said that?
Goldberg.
Oldberg.
I got the
okay,
tweet. I got
Goldberg
the
said
tweet
it,
right
okay.
here. I'm listening to the group chat. But Goldberg said he was the Mike Tyson of pro wrestling. Like when he was in WCW.
Love it.
So
Justin,
nice.
do that again. One more time.
He actually might have a case here.
Wait, what do you?
Oh, okay.
What?
What do you say?
Who? He
What-
said.
Did you just say he has a case?
I think he has a case. I mean, hold on. Kendall, mute for a second there. Mike Tyson, when he first came into boxing, what did he do? He knocked everyone the F out. What did Goldberg do? He pinned everybody in seconds. I would say the only person that's been close to what Goldberg has done is the Ultimate Warrior. Now, we know wrestling's predetermined or whatever, but that's how he was booked. He came out, he kicked someone's ass, and he pinned them within a minute. Goldberg was the Ultimate Warrior of WCW, but I think he has a case to say that, yeah, I was the Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson in his prime. Mike Tyson in his prime came out and just knocked people out until he did cocaine and got knocked out by Buster Douglas. So I think Goldberg might actually have a case for that.
Huh.
To be quite frank.
Mr. Mike D. Stefano. You're laughing. You let
I want to
something
hear.
hit.
Mike hates Goldberg, so I want to hear this.
May I please say just 3 words? Fuck Bill Goldberg.
The AEW Smarks, man.
No,
Go
no, 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 no. This has nothing to do with AEW, WWE. Thank you, Justin. You saved me the trouble. This is about me being an AEW Smark or Mark or whatever. Bill Goldberg is nothing but a glory hound son of a bitch.
Oh,
And that's
PG
all
show.
he is. I said
Bitch is
SOB.
okay. Bitch is okay.
Oh, that's PG. I've never heard that in a
Is
PG
it?
movie.
I've heard worse than PG movies than SOB. Bill Goldberg is greedy. He's a glory hound. He wants to be in every main event in Saudi, which I can't believe that you condone this, knowing that he's taken blood money the last 2 years to wrestle
Oh,
over
I don't
there.
condone it. I'm not saying, but and I don't think he cares to be in the main event. I think he just wants to get paid.
Okay, he
By
got
the
into
way,
wrestling
I'm gonna say
because
hold
his
on, Mike D.
neighbor.
Stefano. Over the past 4 years, ever since they've been in Saudi, I think this is a good show for viewers that are watching. The WWE
Saudi Arabia.
in Saudi Arabia over the past 4 years, WWE's deal has doubled AEW's TV revenue.
Who cares?
But blood money,
It's
like
blood money.
butthole.
It's blood money. Doesn't
It
matter.
is blood money.
It
I
doesn't
agree
matter.
with
It's
Mike
blood
on that.
money.
I do
It's
not
blood
agree
money.
with
Can you
that.
AEW Smarks defend that? How that one part of the week alone doubled AEW's whole
I'm Bill
television revenue.
Goldberg. I'm gonna bury Bray Wyatt and make the Fiend character look like complete garbage on TV. That
That's
was
not
brilliant.
Bill Goldberg though. That's Vince McMahon
But
saying you're going to do that.
no, but that's Goldberg saying no, Bill Goldberg saying I want to beat Bray Wyatt. Look, the guy got into wrestling because his neighbor was Eric Bischoff. His buddy was Bischoff. Oh, I'm gonna make you go straight to an undefeated streak and beat Hulk Hogan.
And made money.
And made money. The guy shits on the business, put down people, and then he comes back and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry what I said. Oh, look at this big fat check Vince McMahon just gave me.
But
I'll say anything you want, Vince."
Does he shit on the business though now?
He
Like
did.
he was very
He
bitter.
did.
He was very bitter when he left in 2003. There's no doubt about that. But when he's come back, I honestly don't. I think that he's got a different grip on it. Like WCW was chaotic when Bill Goldberg was there. We all know that. Like at the highlight. But I do think that he appreciates the business now. I think he's older. I think he understands it. But I'll tell you one thing, man. In 1998, I was all for it, man. I wanted Goldberg to beat Hollywood Hogan's ass. And it was amazing. And for people now to take away from what Goldberg did and how great that run was, it irks me a little bit because he was amazing then. It's professional wrestling. Like there was nothing hotter than Stone Cold Steve Austin in WWF and Goldberg in WCW. And at the time that he peaked in WCW, God damn it, did they need that because the NWO was spinning its
Cuss words.
tires in the mud. You know, so
PG show.
It's his
Yeah.
channel. He's allowed to say it.
you know, I'm just saying I hate when people crap on Goldberg because I feel like now Mike was watching and maybe Mike didn't like it, but most of us did really dig what Bill Goldberg was doing in 98, 99. And then WCW killed it. And that's not on him.
Because I looked at Bill Goldberg as a knockoff Steve Austin. That's all he was. He was just a jacked up Steve Austin. That's all Bill Goldberg was. And yeah, for him to say it, and Justin can laugh again because I love that laugh when he said it. Bill Goldberg said that he's the Mike Tyson of professional wrestling.
He's right. He's
Thank
actually
you.
right.
You know what? You know what, Kendall? I'm gonna let the rest of my time go to Justin because I want to hear Justin's take.
No,
I'm curious to Eli after this because I think Eli is probably on the same page as me.
No, all Eli, go for it.
I think Eli is busy.
No, Eli's on mute. Yep.
He's
All
got a
right, what
bunch
was
of
it?
pets.
What's
We're
your
just
take?
saying. So Bill Goldberg saying he's the Mike Tyson of professional wrestling.
Yeah, I heard that.
He has a case for it.
Back in WCW, yeah, but as soon as he came to WWE, no.
Well, but when Tyson was knocking people out, how he was a lot younger than Bill Goldberg was. That's for
Right.
damn sure.
But that's what I'm saying. When Goldberg had the hot streak in WCW, yes. But once WCW folded, he took a year off. Didn't even
Years
pull
off.
the whole.
Couple years off, yeah.
He didn't pull the whole invasion bit with Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T showing up. He took a couple years, showed up after WrestleMania 19, and then what?
So can we all
6
admit?
months he won the world title, and he loses to Triple H.
Well, it was. Can we all admit though, in his prime, what he's saying? I'm talking 1997, 1998. If he's comparing himself to Mike Tyson
Oh
for
yeah, those
wrestling,
years, yeah.
I think that's what he's saying. And if Kendall, you read the article, I didn't. I believe that's what he's saying.
Yeah, he said in his prime during those years, like you said, when he was in WCW. Yeah, not the right now or the time in WWE. So about the 97 through
Then I
maybe early 99. Yes.
then I think he's right. Mike Tyson was knocking everybody out until he fought Buster Douglas. Goldberg did the same thing. Obviously, wrestling scripted. We get that. I don't think he's far off on that.
It's real to me, damn it.
It's still real.
Okay, so obviously we don't care about cuss words. So y'all can cuss as much as y'all want to. Johnny,
My
come here,
peace
please.
job has been relieved.
Johnny Burke, come here, please.
You want Johnny Burke?
Everybody wants Johnny
Double
Burke.
JB.
What do you have to say about this? If you want to add so much to the conversation.
Well,
Do you know who Mike Tyson is?
Huh?
Before we start, do you know who Mike Tyson is before we start? Because you don't know a lot of people.
I know what he is, so I don't know. I don't watch much of boxing, so I can't answer to that.
Like backstage. You had nothing to add.
Mike
Okay.
Tyson used to come out and just knock people out.
No, I know he done
Oh,
that. But for like reality of like watching boxing, I don't really watch much boxing.
Okay, backstage. He has nothing to add.
All right, we're kicking Johnny out. Okay.
You might add something to this next topic.
All right, next topic.
Dan brought it up the other day. Half of season 2 of Rhodes on Top is already recorded. And Rhodes leaving. What will the next season look like on Rhodes to the top? Mike, I think it's your turn. I think. So
It all depends what Cody does with WWE. If Cody goes to WWE, I think TNT should scrap the series. What are you going to do? You're going to show a WWE wrestler on a network where AEW's on? And then what? You're going to film him signing his WWE contract on that show and going to towns with WWE? It makes totally no sense. Now, if Cody goes independent, if Cody goes to Ring of Honor or New Japan, fine with that. Then you can record the rest of Roads to the Top. But if he goes to WWE, no way. If I'm TNT, I'm scrapping it.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with Mike there. I would not want to broadcast a WWE contracted wrestler on our network or a network that you have AEW on. Same time, I'm not sure what they've recorded. At the end of the day, the Cody leaving AEW. We talked about this on Let Freedom Ring last night. One of the most shocking things ever, because you think that's a done deal.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
He and this is gonna probably piss some people off. I'm gonna say it right now, and I'm just gonna say it. Cody Rhodes was AEW's Hulk Hogan, and him leaving is a big freaking deal.
That's a Johnny Burke take.
Should get Johnny back in here for that. Johnny can definitely talk about that.
Johnny has left. Johnny has left. But
he said
I will
enough
say
of the
this.
disrespect.
I will say I don't care what anybody says.
Like he's all new, Mike Tyson.
CM Punk was signed because of who CM Punk was. Okay, whatever. I'd rather watch Cody than CM Punk. I'd rather watch Cody over Daniel Bryan. Tony Khan didn't appreciate this guy, and he said, "You know what? I'm a big enough star. I'll see you later."
Justin, you want something to say? Or are you good? Yeah, nothing to say. Okay. Okay, so the last two topics are not.
I would love to hear someone else's comments on this. I know Dylan wants to comment.
Dylan, say something, please.
I can
Dylan,
talk
say
about
something.
this. I can easily talk about this.
Talk about Cody.
I love Cody Rhodes, so I am on Dan's side with this. I know not a lot of people would actually say that, but Cody Rhodes is a megastar in the wrestling world today. And whether he goes to WWE or he does his own thing for however long he wants, he is still one of the biggest stars in wrestling today. And I've said this numerous times on record. Without Cody Rhodes, there's no AEW. There's just none of it. CM Punk's not making AEW happen. Daniel Bryan not making it happen. Kenny Omega himself isn't making it happen. It took Cody Rhodes.
Whoa. Cody, whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Do we have to go through this again?
Feel free.
Mike, the fact of the matter is, Cody was the biggest
I was
star.
distracted for a few minutes because I was talking, so I had to ask a couple of questions over here to the boss. But I thought we were just talking about the votes to the top thing. Now
we're going off. We're going off topic a little bit.
Off the script.
Actually, that's copyrighted by somebody else. You can't use that.
This stuff is getting flagged.
I'm telling you.
JD's coming after us.
Cody was their Hogan. And to be honest, TK, he didn't appreciate him. So he left.
And what did Hogan do when he didn't feel appreciated no more in WWE?
Almost put Vince out of business. Yeah. Yeah.
He left.
So I say that comparison makes 100% sense.
So, but the whole thing is, and you keep saying Cody, but please stop saying that Omega and Moxley and Punk and Danielson and Hangman and this and that, they also helped make the company.
But they didn't start the company. That's my argument.
Cody was the head honcho. No, he was the
head honcho.
Of the table.
You know what though?
He was the head of the table.
And it's like I said 1,000 times. And I said it 1,000 times. Cody started the company. Tony Khan's the money though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
money talks, and BS walks. We all know that line.
Why did Cody?
We can cuss enough. We can cuss enough.
Hold on. Why did Cody leave WWE in the first place? To prove that he was the star that he knew he was. And guess what?
And people praised him for leaving WWE.
And guess what's going to happen?
And he proved he was. And Tony Khan said, "I'm not going to pay you."
Because why? Because he doesn't think he's worth the money that he says he's worth.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. That's what I honestly think. That Cody wanted to be paid like a star.
Like I said, when he signs and when he debuts, probably the night after Mania, 6 months he'll be in catering. We know exactly where Vince is going to go with this, and he's not going to pin Roman. You guys have this fantasy. This fantasy that everybody thinks Cody going there, he's the one that's going to beat Roman. Nobody's beating Roman.
I think he's going to pin Roman, but not clean.
Okay, Can we stop reimagining how Cody's career was so bad in WWE? It actually wasn't
It was bad.
until
was-
the end.
It
He
was
was
He
bad.
started us for
stardust.
too
His
long.
Intercontinental Championship reigns were fun.
He brought back the original IC title. That was
Best
amazing.
design. The best design they've ever had.
We've totally rewritten history and said everything Cody did in WWE sucked. That's a lie. The Stardust stuff did go on too
I
long.
didn't say his career sucked in WWE, but you have him wearing face paint with his brother hissing like a cat.
It got bad. I agree. It got bad. I'm
But what
just
do you
saying
think is
it
going to
wasn't all
happen
bad.
now?
I think that this is it's a redo if he goes there. We don't know that he's going there yet, but
He's not going.
how much has he proven? I just want to say this. How much has Cody Rhodes proven that he is a big freaking star?
How much do you want
What
to
else
bet?
does the guy have to
How
do?
much do you want to bet Vince is going to repackage him? He's not going to be allowed to use adrenaline. He's not going to be allowed to use the
I
Cody.
agree, yeah.
He's not going to be allowed to use the Cody cutter. He can't do crossroads
Definitely
because
could.
Damian Priest uses the hold. He can't use the beautiful disaster kick.
Why would he
His
be able to
whole-
use his moves?
His whole maneuvers
He can
will
use
will not be
crossroads.
used.
Whole move
I
set.
think.
He won't be
Fuck
able to use
Damian.
crossroads.
Fuck Damian Priest.
Yeah,
No,
I agree.
F Damian Priest too, but you know what though? He uses the same exact move. Who is Vince going to side with? He's going to tell Damian Priest to change his
I
move.
want to say
Well,
Mike.
Damian Priest sucks compared to
can,
Cody
though.
Rhodes.
Yeah, he does.
I'm going to say that straight up.
Wait,
Most
Punisher
of the guys
Martinez.
in
Punisher
WWE.
Martinez.
Whatever the
I'm-
hell he
I'm-
calls himself, Damian Priest sucks.
I'm just going to say, look at Drew McIntyre. Got released, went and did his thing on the Indies, got jacked, came back, tag team champion,
Two-time.
WWE
And
champion.
where is he? And
came
where
back
is
and did
he
great.
now? Where is he now? He's
Look
wrestling
at
Madcap
Denver.
Moss,
On his way to wrestling Roman Reigns.
which who
He
be
beat
pinned.
Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Won the
But where-
Rumble.
How many people
where-
have
Drew's had a
that?
pretty good career since coming back.
But where is he now? Mid
About to face Baron Corbin at Mania.
with
He's got a WrestleMania
Madcap
match.
Moss and the WrestleMania match with, thank you, Eli, Baron freaking Corbin.
Okay,
But
okay.
you
Can I
can't
say
be in the
something?
main
Can I
event.
say something? At least
Is there anybody
on the
besides
card.
Hogan or Cena? I just want to say this. Or Flair, Cena, Hogan. I might be missing some people that are in the main event all the time.
Roman,
Stone
All right,
Cold.
Roman.
Rock.
So, all right, Brock. But it's a handful of guys. So if McIntyre's not in the main event, he's still doing all
Charlotte.
right. Eli, say
not
what you
everybody
gotta
has to be
say.
fighting for the WWE champion. You can do something else. You acting like that's a bad thing. You want McIntyre to be in the WWE championship title picture forever? Then I'm gonna be saying he's being pushed down the throats. Why is he in the WWE title picture all the freaking
Exactly.
time?
And then
He's
they're
pushed
gonna
down
make
our
him
throat.
heel. And you're right.
Now
and
he's
they're gonna make him
wrestling
heel.
Madcap Moss, and it's like, oh well, he deserves better. Same thing with Sasha Banks, but she's not in the title picture. Oh my God, where is she? Can she be in the title picture? And when she's in the title picture, she's getting shoved down her throats. Why is she in the title picture? Bring some new faces. That's bullshit. I can cuss now because y'all done cussed many times. I ain't cussed out
Oh,
one time.
we're gonna let him
That's
go.
bullshit.
I-
Speaking of Flair, happy 73rd birthday to the freaking GOAT, Ric Flair. Woo! Woo!
I can't boo anymore.
Woo! No, I mean, there's only a handful of people that have consistently stayed in the main event, and I don't think that's everybody. But I like this. I like this debate. What's going on next, Kendall? What do we got on the table? Because we're liking this argument.
Yeah, this one's been good.
Okay, so the
I think
next-
Cody is like a hot topic. It gets everybody riled up.
By the
I love
way,
it.
tomorrow I'm coming down the aisle. We are not going to talk about Cody effing Rhodes
That's too bad.
because me and James had enough of Cody Rhodes.
Kendall, what's going on? What's next?
I want to say once again, happy birthday to the freaking GOAT, Ric Flair. Want to put that out there. 73 years old. Say, still living, still styling, and profiling. Still going out with them young stallions. Reportedly, he's going out
and
with a
still got divorced
26.
again.
Yeah, and reportedly he's going out with a 26-year-old.
Good for
Uh,
Flair.
what? What? Yes, you
Viagra
heard me right.
stock is
A
going up.
26-year-old. So it's no March pay-per-view. How do you guys feel about WrestleMania? Reportedly, WrestleMania still has, it's not selling good. It's not selling good. That's why they're doing many discounts. Johnny Burke, you're done for spending $3,000. Um, they're doing
Johnny
so many
Burke just
deals.
left the
They're
chat.
basically giving them away for free. Like I said, once again, Johnny Burke is dumb. Should have waited for spending $3,000 on WrestleMania. How
All
do you
right,
feel
so
about how do you feel
is
about WrestleMania going into March when we're over a month away? Uh, point. Who went first?
Look
I
at
forgot to ask.
Justin
Yeah,
playing.
Dan's up here. Dan's up first here.
all right. I'm up
Damn the
first.
man.
Straight up, I know a lot of people have been complaining with WrestleMania. I don't have a problem with it so far. Just don't.
Rematchamania.
I like how Justin's walking away. I will say this is the hottest that Roman and Brock have been together, and I know we've seen Brock and Roman together, right? And I'm cool with splitting them, but I'm also cool with them being together. And I think this is the best storyline that they've had. I mean, for the love of God, Paul Heyman has left Brock Lesnar. He's with Roman Reigns. I don't have a problem with Charlotte versus Ronda. That's okay to me. I really do think that Bianca Belair getting her payback on Becky Lynch, if that does happen, is great. Trying to think what else is already booked. People hate this. I actually like Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. They've actually put the time in for that feud. Whether Johnny Knoxville is a regular professional wrestler or not, they've actually put the time in to build the storyline. I guess my biggest
I
thing is
want
I
to
want
say,
Bobby
if
Lashley.
any
I
wrestler
want
deserves,
Bobby Lashley.
okay, if any celebrity deserves a freaking title match, it's Bad Bunny. Out of all people, it's Bad Bunny. When Christian
Can they get
Casanova,
him?
Carmelo Hayes posted whatever, he was like, "Give me Bad Bunny. I want to see that match." If any, if Bad Bunny said, "Forget music, I'm gonna focus on wrestling," 100%, he would be a mid card champion within the year. I'm telling you right now. If he became a full time wrestler and he said, "Okay, I'm only gonna do music on the side," he would be a mid card champion within
I
the year.
had I had a lot of problems with Bad Bunny at the time. You guys all know this. I
Oh,
hated
me too.
it. I hated it. I hated it. But he earned my respect at WrestleMania last year. I know this is random. After he hit that Canadian destroyer on Morrison, I'm like, holy shit! Like this dude put in the work. Like he had a
Well,
phenomenal match.
when you hit a Canadian
I
destroyer,
remember
it's
him
more the
on
guy
the
taking the
Bronze
move,
podcast.
doing the work than
Yeah, I
Hey,
remember him.
I don't care. I don't care. He learned that move a day before and he hit it in front of like 30,000 people.
just for the record, Virgil's hit that move before in his 50s
I
on
don't
somebody.
care. I don't care. Dog, this
Buff
is.
Bagwell's hit that move on somebody in his 50s.
I don't give a
Okay, but
shit.
this
This
is the
is.
difference.
I
He learned
understand.
it a day, 24 hours before. Those guys were wrestling for however long. This
No,
man,
that doesn't say anything about Bad Bunny. That tells you how fucking good John Morrison is.
Yeah.
Because when you do a Canadian destroyer, it is the other guy doing the work. No diss to Bad Bunny. I think he's been entertaining.
I'm not saying anything else. You guys keep cutting me off. Go ahead. Never mind. Forget it. I'm done. Go
he
ahead.
did say
Do your
on
thing.
LeBron James' podcast, he stopped making music for the time he was training. And like I said, any wrestler, if he drops music and becomes a full time wrestler, I won't be against it. Give him, no, don't even give him a manager. Let's let him go out, cuss you in Spanish, and have him do a frog splash or something like that, or whatever. I'll for the eat by Mexican food. I'm not. Nope. Mike D.
I think it's
Get
on
off.
Mike. I want to argue with Justin more, but
We've put Mike to sleep.
Oh God!
Good
Well,
segue.
were we talking about
That's okay.
WrestleMania? Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel about
I
watching
mean,
AEW Dynamite.
I mean, Jesus Christ! It's more like WrestleNap Mania. Oh,
Okay,
look.
so
Actually, it's
speaking
AEW
of
Dynamite every Wednesday on TBS. That's a wrestle now.
Whatever. Haters are gonna hate. Go, Eli, go ahead before I start.
okay, so I was just going to mention for Mania, they just announced that Brock versus Roman will be unifying the titles.
Bye bye brand split.
Give me my props. Give me my props right now. I told you. I
SmackDown
told you.
just announced it.
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you.
Kendall, I still owe you a shout out. I still owe you a shout
I'll
out.
do it right now. I said I was gonna tell you. I told you.
Kendall was right.
I
do want to give you. I want to personalize a little bit more because I was wrong.
Excuse me. Before you prop Kendall, do you people watch Coming Down the Aisle the last 3 weeks? What I've been arguing with him about?
I'm on that show.
Kendall said this in the group chat. We argued, and I told him
I
he
said
was
that-
wrong.
I said that
I've been
months ago.
arguing with Dylan
I
for
said
the
that-
last 3 weeks on the show about this.
I said them before Royal. I said when you wanted the title at they won. Didn't I say that? I said they're going towards Brock versus Roman. You know,
Dylan, will you back me up on this,
they won.
please?
I know we have been talking about this and how.
No, I'm not
Gentlemen
saying
United-
you're
I've been
wrong,
saying this
Mike.
for the past 2 months. I said since day one, even before
So have I.
they won. Dan can vouch. I said it since day one. I
No,
said
he-
it's gonna be unification.
Legit, Kendall said it. I owe him a shout out, so I do need to do that.
Right, people gotta
Mike,
watch
what
my
is
show
your
more.
opinion? What is your opinion on Mania?
I think AEW Revolution is going to be a better pay per view than WrestleMania in 2 nights. How does CM Punk say it, Dylan?
Oh wait
How
a
does
minute.
CM Punk say it?
Wait a minute. Johnny
Huh?
Burke is here.
You think the grass is greener on the
Mac.
other side? Go to
JP's here.
the place that's going to do buy one get four for a 2-night event. WrestleMania
Okay,
is
Johnny.
gonna suck.
Johnny Burke will be there.
WrestleMania
He
is
spent
gonna suck.
$3K.
Johnny, get your money back.
Why?
Go enjoy the indie shows. Go
Get back
enjoy
on
the
camera.
independent shows. You'll have more fun.
I-
Roman and Brock,
I'll
seen
try.
it. Charlotte and Ronda, saw it. Bianca and Becky, saw it. Johnny Knoxville versus
Sami
Zayn. The only reason why Johnny Knoxville is in the match is because Bad Bunny is doing a concert in Miami that night. That's why they got Johnny Knoxville. It's supposed to be Bad Bunny. Get the hell out of here. WrestleMania is going to suck. WWE sucks.
Now we got the whole crew in here.
And this is coming to
Oh,
me.
here
This
we
is
go.
coming-
The
this
AW
is-
Smarks
this
coming
is-
out.
This is coming from this is coming from a guy though that's been watching the product since he was 10 years old. You're gonna question me 37 years of watching this shit that I'm gonna say this is the worst this has ever looked. I've seen all the
Get the
WrestleManias before all of you
I
were
don't know
even
about that.
watching wrestling. Dylan wasn't even wearing diapers.
Dylan was born in 2002, which makes
He
me
wasn't
mad,
even
like,
his
So
dad's
I'm
nuts.
starting to
Starting to
think
make-
Dylan's
you guys so
parents are
cold.
younger than me.
They 100% are.
Okay,
I've
Johnny,
been
I
watching-
gotta ask you a question. We're
I've
gonna
been
ask
watching
you
for
live.
32 years, so
What? Okay.
Okay, I was
I don't
probably,
think it's.
his parents
Okay,
were
I'm
even
gonna
born
ask
yet
you
when
a
I was
question.
still around.
I'm the host. I'm gonna ask Johnny Burke a question. Do you regret not waiting to get the WrestleMania tickets now that you know that they're doing like get one, get four for free? Do you regret getting them early?
I don't know why you asking me this. I don't know. I don't care.
Because you're going.
Johnny has no regrets.
What else would I ask you? Because you're going.
Yeah.
Josh is just driving around. I love it.
I'm asking.
Josh
do
is
you-
driving to get some tables right now.
Damn
I'm asking,
right
do
I
you-
am. I'm on my way to
I'm
Lowe's,
asking-
pick up
I'm
tables,
just asking,
and I'm
do you-
putting every mother.
Ah,
I'm
good
just asking. Do
control.
you regret
Home Depot is cheaper.
like, not waiting to get your tickets like I did? Or
I don't know. I mean, I don't
It's
know.
a yes or no
I'm-
question.
No, I
Backstage,
don't
'cause you can't
regret.
answer a simple yes or no question.
No. Okay. No.
Backstage.
No.
I told you it's gonna be difficult to ask you a question. It's difficult. You can't say yes or no. No, I don't regret.
There.
Yes, I do regret. Okay, no. Okay, we would just I don't know shit. I don't know. That's like asking a person, did you take a shower today? I don't know. Yes, you do. You know what you did today. Did
Is
you
this
Here's the
turning
difference.
into a
wipe your ass?
Here's the
parade?
I don't
difference.
know.
At
You
least
know
Johnny,
you wipe
at least
your
Johnny
ass
can
today.
enjoy singing Judas instead of singing nothing at WrestleMania.
All right, Kendall, what's the last topic here?
The
Yeah,
last topic
Kendall,
we're
get back
talking.
on track.
Last topic we're
We've
talking about.
derailed the show.
Last topic we're gonna talk about. Johnny, shut your fucking mouth. Last topic we're gonna talk about is Bobby Lashley being out for 4 months. How does this affect WWE, and how does it affect Mania or whatever? Because they're already going to be back at SummerSlam. So, do y'all see like Bobby coming back and being a main eventer? Do you think he loses his spot? Do you think he just come back and does nothing? Importantly, what does MVP do during these 4 months that he's gone? Does he commentate? Does he go out and manage Carmelo Hayes? Does he just sit around and lie? Let me know what those answers are. Johnny, shut up, because you don't know. You already know.
What are you even talking?
Mike, I'll let you go first on that.
Plain and simple, Bobby Lashley out doesn't do anything. It's not going to affect anything that's going on right now. Vince already came up with the backup plan. Brock, Roman unification match at Mania. That's it. What MVP can produce backstage like he was doing before. He can find himself another talent to manage if Vince wants him. Find him somebody that needs. Find somebody who doesn't have good mic skills and use him that way. Use him as a mouthpiece. Or if you're gonna hot shot Carmelo Hayes, although Carmelo Hayes can handle the. I did listen to him cut a promo. He knows how to handle the mic. He doesn't need a mouthpiece.
That's just the big guy with them.
Yeah, I do like them together. But
Trick Williams needs to.
Trick Williams needs Carmelo Hayes.
I'm the hottest
exactly
in the game. I'm the big money fight. He's like a fucking boxer.
But this
I'm the big money fight. Look at me. Okay.
Look at what? What am I looking at? I'm looking at a dot in the middle of the
screen. I'm imitating Carmelo Hayes. Look at me.
Excuse me, we don't do the over-talking on Smarks Unhinged.
Yes, sir.
This is totally unhinged right now.
Have some decorum. This is Smarks Unhinged. We're supposed to be classy.
Well, it doesn't matter. Lashley there or not there. It ain't going to affect WrestleMania. It's him on the card or off the card. It's still going to like a big pile of door crap anyway. So it doesn't matter. I'm done.
Okay, what does he do when he comes back? Does he make?
No, I think he should be the champion. I love Lashley. Love what he's done since he's returned to the company. Is it a hit for WrestleMania? Yeah, it's one less match that you could have with him in. Is it going to hurt the show? Probably not. To me, Bobby Lashley is a star. Plain simple. You know. So yeah, I think it hurts. It hurts a little bit, but it won't hurt the overall show. Everybody hates on it on WrestleMania, and I just don't. I'm not gonna.
The card sucks.
I don't think it does though. Like I'm intrigued by a lot of it. I do really want to see this Brock Lesnar Roman match. I do want to see Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey. I do want to see Bianca Belair beat Becky Lynch.
I do want to see Adam Page race Adam Cole. I do want to see Thunder Rosa take on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I want to see that. I do want to see Jurassic Express take on both Red Dragon and the Bucks. You know what, I don't care about. You know why? Because those matches are going to look a lot better than what you got showing.
Yeah,
on
18
WrestleMania
false finishes. 18 false finishes. Every time you think the match is over, it's not over. We're gonna do a little Cirque du Soleil.
Hold on. I got a question for Justin and Dylan, because and Johnny as well, because they were all there. How was the crowd noise in that arena Wednesday night?
Yeah. Awesome. It was great.
Was anything pumped in while everybody was sitting there like zombies?
No.
Nope. I rest my case. Thank you.
No, but you got to see a lot of good scripted stuff, and that's what wrestling is. But it's like, how about this? 19 false finishes, 24 super kicks.
You
I'm
love.
I'm not gonna
you,
lie, I'd
you,
rather see that than Roman versus Brock.
You,
Yeah.
you,
I'd rather see Roman and Brock. I want
What?
Roman and
I'm
Brock.
sick of
I
5-minute
really
wrestling
do.
matches. I'd rather watch
Dan,
25
Dan,
versus
you know.
30 over a 5
Dan, I got one question. You
I
are
like
a Jim.
AEW. Don't get me wrong. I'm
No,
not
I
saying
know,
I
I know.
don't.
Yeah.
I was calling him Jim because he's starting to sound like him. But Dan, you're a Jim Cornette fanboy, aren't you?
I think Jim Cornette's a racist. I'm not a big fan of his.
Okay. No, because Jim Cornette, you sound like Jim Cornette right now. 24 super kicks, flippy floppy crap all over the place.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like AEW, but I think that they overdo things.
He likes AEW, but
Wait. Sorry, I gotta cut in here. Did you just say you think AEW overdoes things? But you're excited
Yeah.
for Roman and Brock?
I'll give her. Yeah, I am Roman. I'm for Roman.
Dan,
and Brock.
that is going to be 5 spears, 7 Superman punches, 13 F5s, and like a gajillion German suplexes.
and a
It's gonna be
partridge in a
copy-paste.
pear tree.
Like,
Wait, so I'm gonna watch a match of actual athletes that put time into being a wrestler.
I know vanilla midget.
you know, guys, I think I might have to skip Lowe's tonight. I think I gotta drive to New Hampshire now.
Hey, Justin, you're right next to him. Can you get a folding chair and just hit Dan across the back of the head?
He's got a long drive to do that.
Yeah.
Low key, Dan is pissing me off tonight, but let me just keep my mouth shut.
That's why I'm here. This
Okay,
is,
bro, almost to the end.
because
To the end.
this is Smarks Unhinged.
I'm winning this debate tonight.
Dan, I just want to say, bud, I love you, man, but you're making me want to headbutt a block of knives
just-
right now.
You just no, you just fucking said. You just said, Dan. You just said that these are the wrestlers putting in the work and energy. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You said Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are putting in the work to be a wrestler. What the fuck?
They
What
look
do you
like
mean?
wrestlers.
No one
They
else
look
looks like the
like
wrestler.
That no
No one
vanilla
else looks like the
midgets.
wrestler.
That no little league.
Correction. They look like Vince McMahon's definition of a wrestler.
No,
Exactly.
So nobody else.
I'm Adam Cole, and I went
Exactly.
to another company. I don't give a shit anymore.
All right,
Hey,
that's
look,
your one
you leave Adam
example.
Cole
Yeah,
alone, all right?
He does
So
look like a
Christian-
guy who doesn't care anymore.
Christian
But you
Castanova-
just
Christian
defended
Castanova-
Goldberg, who looks like utter
Christian
shit compared to what
Castanova
he used to
didn't
look like.
a wrestler.
Goldberg is
Goldberg
54
is jacked.
years old.
Goldberg does not
And he
look
looks like
Goldberg.
a grandpa who shouldn't be wearing a Speedo.
No, Dan, I really want you to explain what the fuck you meant by that.
Yeah.
What exactly?
Like Roman and Goldberg, Roman and Brock look
Can I
like a
say something?
wrestler, but nobody else looks like a wrestler. Like,
I'm not saying no one else does.
I'm not talking,
I'm
not
saying
nobody else, but like
Okay,
the guys
can
in AEW don't look like wrestlers. The guy in Independence don't
some
look like
do.
Can I say
wrestlers.
something? Can I say
Some
something?
do.
Can I say something? Okay, these guys, Brock and Roman. I said Rock and Roman. Brock and Roman.
Yeah, Rock
Don't
and
spend
Roman
your
is
time.
next
Oh
year.
my God! Look at me. I'm on Twitch. I'm
Don't
playing video games.
twist
best-
it though. I'm not a hater of AEW because I'm not. I like AEW.
That's what it's making.
I'm
it seem
just
like right
saying that Brock and Roman look like a main event caliber match for WrestleMania.
now. That nobody wants to fucking
I'm
see.
just saying, these
Nobody
guys-
wants to watch because
been-
it's been done 5,000 different times.
And there's no
These-
set to save us this year.
Wait, it has
That's the
happened,
way
but
it is.
there's never been the Heyman split. That's happening.
Oh yeah, I really want to see it now.
Oh,
of
because Paul
on
Heyman
Roman.
turned on Brock Lesnar. It's going to.
I feel like we've seen that before
better.
too.
Well, what would you?
Big Trouble.
Okay, all right. Well,
Heyman did
what-
do this before.
what would you
did he
rather
not?
WrestleMania's
hold on,
main
let's see
event
again.
be? I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm not saying it's perfect. There's other things I wish I saw. But what else should be WrestleMania's main event then?
Well, you could have put the title on Seth
You
or
want?
AJ
I
in
mean,
the
if
chamber.
Lashley's not hurt,
Oh my God, Seth Rollins, get over here.
I just said or AJ
Okay,
Styles. Because seeing Edge versus AJ Styles
I
would
didn't
have
hear
been amazing.
or AJ Styles.
You're asking me what else they could have done. I'm telling you, those are
Johnny
good
You're
Burke
matches
is
to watch.
loving this right
You're
now.
actually AJ. Listen,
Seth is not
I,
the
Hey,
only
Johnny, watch my show tomorrow because you're gonna have all
Where's
these
my
guys in my chat.
tables?
how come?
Jesus!
Hold
All
on.
these guys are gonna be
No.
in my chat with me, Dylan, and my boy James. It's
How
gonna
come
be,
we never got? How come we never got Seth versus Roman 1-on-1 at WrestleMania?
Exactly.
I
First
would
of all,
hate
Seth
that.
wins
I
the
would like
match
that.
at the Rumble,
Yeah.
and nobody talks about it.
that makes more sense.
I'd
Makes
rather
more
see
sense than
Seth
having
versus
Brock
Roman.
and
What
if
Roman
Seth
for the
interrupts-
9,000th time.
What
To
if
be
Seth
honest,
interrupts the match?
Roman
To be
can't beat
honest,
Seth.
Roman choking him out at WrestleMania would have made more sense in saying
Nah,
he
would've
can't
lost.
let it go than it did at the Rumble. I will
Yeah.
give that 100%.
That would have been a terrible ending, though. I'm not gonna lie. If that
No,
was
No,
the
but
WrestleMania?
like
ending for
if
WrestleMania,
you do the
Before
video
it's-
package right, and he
Ugh.
chokes out Rollins and says like he's not letting me let it go, that's
Especially
pretty
with,
amazing. I thought what they did at the
especially
Rumble was
with
great.
Seth
except the
coming
story
out in the
didn't
Shield
continue,
gear
which
at
is really
WrestleMania. You're
bad.
gonna have 100,000 people going nuts if he would have did that.
Well, they were
Not
pretty
100,000.
upset with the ending of their
I'll say
match
about 20, 20.
at the Rumble, so at
Wow.
the
Not
WrestleMania, they would
Hold on,
have
can I
been
say
very...
one more thing? Yo, is there really a discount for WrestleMania? Buy
Yeah,
one
yeah.
ticket, get 4 free.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
All the nights, yeah,
you
it's
thought
pretty...
you thought CM Punk was kidding about that when he said that to MJF? He told the truth that night.
I gotta see this promo. I heard
They're basically
everybody's
giving
saying
tickets like, oh, buy
it was
one,
unbelievable.
get two for free. Buy
Yo, you need to
Dude,
go
get
watch.
four
You
for
need to
free.
go watch MJF's promo from Wednesday. That shit was insane.
That was
No.
really good.
Nuts.
banging.
Hey,
Bang.
Dylan, Johnny, we were there.
Yep,
Hashtag I was there. We were there to see MJF cut a babyface promo.
Go
get
But
the
anyway,
shirt.
That was
I
great.
saw
Okay,
it. It
guys.
was
I
great.
want
to be a wrestler.
Anyway.
And
Don't
I'll
make me
say
get the
this.
tables.
Okay.
Everybody thinks
our
I'm an
end.
AEW hater. I'm not. I will be ordering that pay-per-view. Just so everybody knows, I will be watching. Do
As
I
you
think
should.
that Brock and Roman is an awesome main event? Yeah, I do.
Okay, we're towards
I
our
thought
end.
you had Peacock.
I'm done.
That was, okay, Johnny, shut up. We're gonna get to your point in a minute, sir. When my
quit.
hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. When my hand goes up,
We can't see you.
your
We
mouth
can't
goes
see your
shut.
I
hand.
can't see your hand, Kendall.
Just-
Oh, here,
If
here.
my head goes up, your mouth goes shut.
I
Okay,
thought we were
okay.
doing like I swear.
Okay, put your hands up, mouth shut. We're towards our end. That was our first episode of Wrestling Unhinged. Everybody had a good time. Fuck you, Johnny Burke.
I love you, Johnny Brown.
I love you, Johnny.
JP!
Stop with JB. Thank
I
you
don't
for
know Johnny
listening.
personally, but I'm liking him right now.
I have mixed feelings.
We're gonna go around the panel. We're gonna start with Dan, and we're gonna go from Justin to Mike to Dylan to blah blah blah. Out of 5 stars, what would you rate our first episode? That's all.
Is it me first or no?
Yeah, then we're going from Justin to Mike to Dylan to Eli to.
I'll give it a
Johnny,
1.5. We got some work to do. We got work
Justin,
to do.
2.
Mike,
Considering it wasn't held in the Tokyo Dome, I gotta give it 3.
Dylan,
I'll be 2.5 to be unique. We do have some stuff we could work on.
Eli,
Like your
3.
audio.
Whoa, Eli with the big score there.
Johnny, stop being
Johnny Burke.
nice.
What?
Stop being nice. Dude,
Johnny
do
Burke.
not get stop kissing his ass. Why are you giving him a 5?
I don't know.
Give it be for real.
Well,
That's
Johnny, you
because
should
I'm on
know
the
what
show.
you're
Kiss
giving
my
an
ass.
answer.
Kiss my-
Because I'm here.
3.5.
I'm
Kiss my
5
ass.
stars.
3.5.
All right, there you go. That sounds better than a 5 because this was not a 5. I'm
Josh,
sorry.
my brother. Thank
Well,
you.
Josh is
Brother
still
from another mother.
driving.
I would have given it a 3, but Dan's bullshit there at the end. I'm gonna have to give it 1 now.
Like honestly, like I don't even give my own shows a 5. Johnny tried to be nice and give a candle a 5.
Okay. I'll give it a 5. This is my show.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's
That's a very
I host
biased
it. It's
opinion.
automatically,
Sure.
it's automatically 5 because I host it. But realistically,
Kendall on that Vince McMahon, Kendall on Vince McMahon shit. This is such good shit.
It's good shit. But,
I started. So
realistically, I give it a 3. We do got stuff to work on. Like Johnny coming in unexpected, and when I ask you a question, I need you to give me a straightforward answer, yes or no. We're gonna work on that. Cause everybody else, I can ask them a question, they're gonna give me a straightforward answer. You, if I ask you a question, you're gonna say I don't know, or I don't know, or who cares, or we can't waste time, or almost an hour and a half. Justin, you my brother, you my ride or die, you my best friend, bro. But fuck the Penguins and fuck the Broncos. I'm doing.
All right.
Go Pats.
Go Pats.
All right, we can
Let
wrap
them
this
ring.
up, Kendall.
Let
Peace
freedom
out.
bring. Okay, we're
Let
gonna wrap it
freedom
up.
ring.
Shout out to Nurse Wrestling. Shout out to Let Freedom Bring. Shout out to Dylan Brings Raiders. Hopefully he brought Raiders this time. Shout out to Josh. Get the tables. Shout out to Mike D coming down the aisle. It's still not better than Let Freedom Ring, but we're gonna let that pass. Shout out to Eli. Should have hired Kellen more, but I digress. Shout out to me, your host. Once again, fuck you, Johnny Burke. We got a good show.
All right, Kendall,
I'll
I
talk
think you
to-
should end this for the Go Cowboys because I know you love them.
1, 2, 3, go.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys.
All right, we're